go. Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that teach well. Those are head apostles, all right, the leaders of the nation of Israel. All right, if you want to believe that or not. And peace and salutations. Can you put your seatbelt on, please? Peace and salutations to you hopeful elect Akim pushing this truth. All right, waking up the rest of the elect. All right, in this 12th hour, so Yahweh Shai can return and redeem us up on out of here, man. It's like but quick lesson, man. Quick hitter. I've got quite a few precepts lined up, but I'm gonna try to make it quick, to the point. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with camps. Okay, he's dealing with camps. He's not dealing with these these Israelites that don't believe in camps, man. You know, that don't believe in going out there to the highways and the hedges and the chief place of concourse and the gates of the city and preaching and waking up our people. Okay, the Lord's not dealing with the man who doesn't believe in that, man. Okay, he's not dealing with the man, all right, that doesn't want to put up videos and teach and be instant in season, out of season, being apt to teach. Okay, putting up videos once a month, you know, doing whatever he wants to do, being a sluggard. You know, the scriptures say go look at the ant, all right, the insect, and study her ways, observe the ant's ways. And what do ants do? They're constantly moving and working, all right, to support the colony, you know. And that's how a man of the Lord has to be, man. Every day doing something spiritual for you. How about Shemel Shai? All right, you know, the men of the Lord say teach what you know, man. Whatever you know, hey, make a video about it and teach our people, man. Okay, you know, you gotta envision yourself, build, you know, doing your work, you're doing your part in building this third temple, you know, building up the kingdom of heaven first, you know, this spiritually. It's like you know, because the scriptures say the kingdom of heaven is within you, you know. All right, and what do? We do the work of the Lord. Okay, you know, teaching our people, waking up our people. Okay, by way of the truth of the Bible. You know, the scriptures say, you know, to shine this light. Don't hide it in a napkin. Don't hide this beautiful light, man. All right, which is this truth. Don't hide it. You know, shine it for the whole world to see. And who cares if they like it or not? If they want to close their eyes or not? You know, shine this light, man, that the Lord has blessed you with. The scriptures say do not neglect the gift that's within thee. What gift? The gift that's given to you by Yahweh Shemel Shai, which is the truth of the Bible, prophecy. Okay, the Lord has blessed us with the gift of prophecy, and He gave every brother in this truth their own talents, what they're good at when it comes to this truth. You know, you know, and we're supposed to trade those talents, like the scripture said. You know, let's get it. All right. Parable of the talents. I'm not going to read the whole chapter, the whole thing. Matthew, okay, 25 and 14. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. Okay, to every man according to his several ability." Okay, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went, okay, and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. All right, so they increased their talents, man, by doing what? By being around fellow like-minded men in this truth, aka the camps, being a part of a camp, being brotherly, being around brothers, man. Okay, preaching this truth alongside your brothers, man, in this truth. You know, not everybody's the same. Some brothers are in a spot in America where they're not able to go preach, but with another brother, with another camp, because they're too far or something like that, or a brother, lives far away from America or whatever, but whenever they can, they try to go meet up with the camp, for a weekend or two, or join a camp. All right, but we try to be a part of a camp or start your own camp, in this truth. Okay. So the Lord blesses us with our own talents in this truth, and we're supposed to trade those talents. All right, be around each other. Okay, aka camps. Okay, the Lord is dealing with camps. All right. Verse 17 it says, and likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. Verse 18 it says, but he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoned with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Okay. Salakia. But I'm gonna move on to a different precept, because you can read the rest of that chapter. Matthew 22:8, it says, then said he to his servants, all right, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, all right, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants, plural, not just servant, but servants, plural. So those servants went out into the highways and byways and gathered all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished. And how did those servants go about to the highways and byways, bidding the Lord's people to the marriage? By way of camps, okay? They set up a camp, out there on the highways and byways, It didn't say one servant, go by yourselves. No, they went together, all right? Ecclesiastes 4:9, it says, 2 are better than 1. You hear that? So the Lord ain't dealing with no lone wolf. All right, a man that doesn't believe in camps, a man that doesn't want to join a camp. You gotta want to join a camp. All right, strive to eventually. Everybody is in a different situation, so we understand if for the moment you're alone. All right, but you got to want to at least go visit some camps. All right, bring in more fruit. Okay, because I've been in Wichita for preaching this truth for a little bit for a good amount of time, and the Lord finally blessed me and the other brother with some fruit. All right, we got another brother coming out tomorrow to prophesy with us. All right, so this truth is flourishing, man. All right, our fruits are showing. Okay, so yeah, the 2 are better than 1, man. So the Lord delights in seeing men, all right, his sons, coming together and preaching this truth with each other, man. Okay. Mark 6 and 7, it says, and he called unto him the 12 and began to send them forth. So the Lord sent his 12, all right, his followers. He sent them, it says, and began to send them forth by 2 and 2. It didn't say 1 by 1. It says 2 by 2, which is multiple. All right, which hey, that's a camp right there, man. All right, and gave them power over unclean spirits, and that's that's talking about a camp. All right, so 2 is better than 1. The Lord sent even his 12. Hey, even the Lord Yahawashi and the 12 apostles, all right, his followers, man, okay, that we read about in the scriptures, that have books written after them, all right, that was a camp, the book of Galatians, the book of, they went to Thessalonica, book of Romans, all right. Yes, some brothers had to be alone for a little bit, but they, they wrote letters to each other, all right, and they eventually met back up with each other, and that's what we do, So you see, brothers from like I don't know, Tampa, they meet up with the brothers in Orlando, or Chicago, or Kansas City, in Des Moines. Hey, they meet up with each other sometimes, Okay. So the Lord is dealing with camps, man, if you like it or not. And this is going out. This video is mainly for you Israelites, you Yah Israelites, because it's mainly you Yah Israelites. You Yah Israelites are weird, don't believe in, being apt to teach, being instant in season, out of season. You always talk shit on camps. All those brothers that, those camps, we don't deal with that. Why not? We're doing the work of the Lord, like the Bible says. You believe in the Bible, right? You Yah Israelites. The Lord's name is not Yah, it's Yahweh. Yah is just, that means he. What's the rest of his name? It's Yahweh, he who is, okay? You got the first part of his name right, all right? Well, what is his son's name? It's Yahawashi, which you Yah Israelites say Yahshua or Yeshua or Yahoshua. No, man, it's Yahawashi. All right. Revelations 2:21 and 3, it says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle, all right, the dwelling place of God, Yahweh, is with men. Not a man, but men. That's plural. And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their God, their power. Okay? So the Lord is dealing with men, all right? A group of men. Yes, a remnant, a small amount, but he's not dealing with one singular man. And I showed you the precepts, the scriptures of how, hey, the Lord delights when men are together, all right? In his name, in his truth, in like mind, okay? All right, here's another precept. Matthew 18 and 20, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am, there am I in the midst of them. So the Lord, he delights seeing brothers coming together, all right, in his name, in this truth. He loves camps. That the Lord delights in that, man. He loves seeing that, just like how you love seeing your child grow up. Because I got a son, a 2-year-old son growing up, man. And it's beautiful, man. The Lord delights seeing his sons, all right, coming together in this truth, all right, in his name, supping together, increasing their talents, gaining more talents with trading their talents with each other, man. All right, doing live lessons with each other, calling and texting each other, exhorting each other, motivating each other, going to teaching each other, motivating each other, laughing with each other. Hey, the Lord delights in that, man. So the Lord's dealing with camps, man. He ain't dealing with these singular Yah Israelites, man. These brothers that talk shit on camps. You know, that's why, hey, concerning camps, hey, we can't knock IUIC, ISUPK, and these other camps that, hey, they don't have the 100% truth. But hey, when it comes to going out there to preaching, to the highways, to the streets, you know, hey, we can't knock them for that. They're doing the right thing concerning that part. But hey, you know, they're going off in other places. Amos 3:7, it says, surely the Lord will do nothing, Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. You hear that? Servants, plural. The prophets, plural. All right. The Lord wants you to prophesy. And how do you prophesy? You go out there to the streets, all right, to the highways and hedges, the corners, okay? And you prophesy. Look, you don't prophesy by sitting on the couch and eating chips and not making any videos and not teaching our people, all right? When you go into that word preach, it means teach, okay? That's a synonym, teach. And that's what we do. We go preach. And you see these Yah Israelites, they make one video a month. It's like an hour or two long. You know, they talk shit. Or they make a TikTok once a week. Hey, the men of GMS, they're making videos every day. Not just entertaining videos, they're making edifying videos. Building up our people, man. All right. 2nd Ezra 8:62. These things have I not shewed unto all men, but unto thee and a few men like thee. Okay, so you're not the only. The Lord ain't dealing with just one man, one woman. There's not going to be just one man that has the truth. No, it's going to be multiple men, but a few men. You know, a few women. You know, because yes, there's going to be the elect lady. Okay, like the scriptures say. All right, but they're not the 144,000 elect. Okay. So yeah, man, you know, that's the truth, man. The Lord is dealing with camps. If you want to believe it or not, hope those edifying to the elect. Shalom. And it's lucky for, you know, trying to speak up. I was trying to speak over the traffic. We was driving on the highway. All right, but